Today we're gonna talk about Nikinis, the Gemini's Mirror.
冬の向こうへ
Nikinis is a forest tile converter from Northland. Her active skill, Spring of Utopia, convert 4 nearest red or yellow tiles to green. Her chain combo, Mirror Speak, do 135% damage to a roll at 5 chain. However, at 9 chain, she will do 140% damage to 3 rolls. At 13 chain, however, she will do 145% damage to 3 rolls. So the 9 chain and the 13 chain don't have too much difference. Her equipment, Mirror Dimension, gives Nikinis a defensive buff with 100% of her defense at the start of battle. So basically, it's kind of like a pre-healing. So before you lose health, you get more defense. So if you don't know how defense works in Alchemy Stars, it reduces the damage flatly. For example, if you have 1000 defense and you're taking 3000 damage, you will only take 2000 damage. So Nikinis granting 100% defense is actually not bad. However, Nikinis don't have a lot of defense actually. Only 861 on level 80. So that is around 800 plus pre-healing. So if you really count, that is not even 2% of health restore. So this equipment is not the best, I would say. So at Ascension 2, you will get the buff every time after you use active skill as well. So potentially you could maintain this buff for the rest of the game if you only get hit every time after you use your active skill. And this buff only based on Nikinis defense, and Nikinis don't have a lot of defense. To me, this equipment is not very good. Okay, now for the ratings. Nikinis, I would say current balance is 5 star, future balance is also 5 star, and flexibility is also 5 star. Design, I'll give her 3 star. So if you don't know how this metric works, current balance is basically how I determine her place in the current meta. Future balance is how useful she is, potentially maybe replaced by another future unit. How likely is that? And flexibility is how many situations you can use this unit. For example, if you can use it in event, you can use it in story stage, Elysium, or Spire. If you can use in many situations, then flexibility will be high. And design is how I determine the art. This is purely subjective. You can love the design and I give it 1 star. So Nikinis is a 4 tile converter and she is a 6 star unit. So naturally she has a bit higher stat and she also has dual element. In my opinion, it's really hard to replace a 4 tile converter, a preemptive 4 tile converter. So I think Nikinis is really strong right now, and it's really hard to replace her in the future because I don't see Tudok going to release a better version of the converter in the near future, judging from my experience. And flexibility, I mean, you can use Nikinis in every situation pretty much. Maybe not so much on Spire, but there are still stages you would need Converter. Converter is just the most flexible unit in the entire game, and the 4 tile converter is the best version of Converter in my opinion. So yeah, for design I gave her 3 star because I feel like she's kind of plain, just lack the emotion. But the mirror is really cool though. At Ascension 3, she apparently get another girl. I think that's her sister, and her sister look exactly like her. I mean, it's pretty boring. Spice it up a little bit though. Okay, now for the costs. So for the costs, these are the essential material you need to reach Ascension 3, with the purple material being the forest cluster. And to reach level 1 Ascension 3 from level 1 Ascension 0, you will need around 203 green jasper, that is the blue rarity, and you will need 700 42,000 Nitium, and if you want to reach level 80 Ascension Tree, you will need 1,595 Blue Rarity Jasper instead, and you can pretty much see on the screen here needing 1,400,000. As for the equipment, if you want to reach level 10 equipment, you will need the Battle Archive, you can see here, and 6,500 Sublime, and also 580,000 Nitium. And as for the affinity, you will need around 62 blue gifts that she likes. Final verdict, I will give Nikinis an S rank. She is just pretty strong. I mean, converter really hard to replace in my opinion, and she's just very flexible, very strong in every situation. So yeah, if you don't have her and you need a converter for Forest, definitely consider summoning for her for any banner she's on, basically. So yeah, thank you guys for watching the video. Let me know in the comment down below if you like this new format. I'm going to cover Paloma soon when she is released on the game, so if you don't want to miss that, feel free to subscribe so you don't miss any new content. Anyway, I just reached 100 subs recently, and I really cannot thank enough, and I will continue to deliver you guys more Alchemy Star Rating content. That's it for me today. Peace.